All right, so I want to make this video right here to kind of catch up on where we are right now. In particular, how much money have I already spent? So the first thing that I bought was the study plans for 2 of the boats, and that came to a total of $35. The next thing I did was I chose one of them, the Eco 520, and I paid $190 for the full plans. The next thing I did is I searched all over for where to get marine grade plywood, and having a very difficult time locally getting it. I did find a few places that have it. Each sheet was kind of expensive. I ended up going with the marine grade plywood. It's called a meranti. I could have went with I think it's called okoume or meranti, and I went with the meranti. I spent $3,430 for some 4 millimeters, some 6 millimeters, some 9 millimeter, and a few 12 millimeter pieces of plywood. Each sheet is 4 foot by 8 foot. And I got those from Bedard Yacht Design. I'll have a link in the description. And it's in Tampa, Florida. And it cost about $400 for shipping. And I actually talked with the owner of the company after I placed the order. He's a very nice man, and he wanted to make sure that he understood the order properly and that he was able to fulfill it. And he got it out within a day and had it all packed up, sent me email along the way, keeping me up to date on the progress. And the main thing that he wanted to ask about is the shipping, to make sure that my address is a residential address, which it is, and the plywood comes on a pallet. It'll be a double long pallet. So the pallet itself is the 4 foot by 8 foot size pallet, and all the plywood will be stacked on that. The total weight is around 1,000 pounds, and it'll be shipped by truck. And the truck needs a special forklift to be able to get it off the truck, and it needs a loading dock. So he found a place not too far from me, the owner of the company, of Bedard Yacht Design. He found a place not too far from me where the truck can deliver the plywood, and then I'll just go there and pick it up when it arrives. So that was really nice of him to arrange all of that, and very fast and speedy service. And I'll make another video when I actually get the plywood so you can see what it looks like. So let's see, that was one of the next things that I did was I bought the lumber. I have that. Let's see, let me flip it around. Oh, how do I flip it? Okay, never mind. I'll show you that later. So the next thing I did is I went to Home Depot and bought some lumber for the table that I'm going to build. So I've got that. That was $680. And let's see. After that, I went to McCoy's. It's I guess a smaller chain of lumber, and that's where I bought the Western Red Cedar. I bought 60 planks of that 1 inch by 4 inch by 10 feet long, and that came to a total of $1,035. After that, I bought some tools on Amazon. It came to a total of about $660. And for these tools, they're mostly to help with the joining of the wood. I wanted to get some tools that would help with the making dowel holes, so I can join the wood with dowel rods. So I got that. And then I went to West Marine, and there are a few of them. It's another chain store with all kinds of boat supplies. And this is where I actually bought the toilet, or the head, and the epoxy, and some additives for the epoxy, and some other supplies. West Marine came to a total of $1,630. The toilet or the head was around $600, and the epoxy was, I think, probably $600 or $700 for the epoxy, and I can show you that in a moment also, maybe in another video. So we've got that, and let's see. After that, as far as the toilet, why am I buying a toilet right now? Well, it's because I want to make sure that this boat will hold a toilet, and that means I need to design the boat to fit around this toilet. So I want to actually have it so I can measure it and see what kind of dimensions it's going to take. All right, so the next one, I went to Harbor Freight and bought a few tools. It came to a total of around $700. And what I got there was a thickness planer, the Hercules brand, and I was just trying to save a little bit of money. It looks like a good thickness planer, and a bandsaw. And by a band, I have a tabletop bandsaw, but I wanted something that could handle wood. Well, I'll show you later in another video. But what I want to do with this is I want to take these 1-inch cedar boards and I want to split them in half to maybe like a 1/2 inch. So I'm going to use this bandsaw to split those in half. And then let's see, after, is that all? I think those are all the major purchases. So the total cost of everything right now is $8,360. And that doesn't include some of the other tools that I already have. So for instance, or even supplies, I've got this lumber cart here with a whole bunch of cut-offs and scraps on it, but there's quite a bit of lumber on it. I've got a workbench that I built. I've got a table saw, router table, several routers, lots of clamps. I mentioned the table saw. I've got a miter saw. Things like a shop vac, various hand tools, drill press, levels, and so on. So I've got a lot of tools already. I was missing some of the more specialized tools, or tools that I've been wanting for a while, like the thickness planer. I've been wanting a thickness planer for a while. This is actually giving me a reason to go out and buy one. So there's that, and then some of the other more specialized tools, and then other things are just supplies. I still need to go out and get a whole bunch of screws to put the table together and so on. So I'm sure this list of expenses will grow, but I wanted to kind of give you an update on kind of where we're at so far with the expenses on building this boat. All right, so that'll be all. Bye.